Another fresh one here in the Dark Side of the Mountain update. Welcome back to Darkest Dungeon 2, everybody. Tried out the Bulwark and the Virtuoso paths, if I remember right, for the Man-at-Arms and Jester last time. Been quite a few changes to the other paths as well, so I felt like it was worth bringing these guys back for another go and seeing what's changed here on the Soloist, for example, which is now quite a bit different. Harvest no longer applying a bleed actually adds a buff to your future finale use to self-heal the Jester for 20%. Similar changes to the Battle Ballad, adding a ignore blind to the next finale, ignore guard to the next finale on the play out here, and then Encore, instead of adding another turn to a target teammate, will instead just restore your last finale buffs. So, very interesting build here for this Soloist, Jester, and Halos. We'll see how we can manage to utilize that. Vanguard been changed quite a bit here as well. Some Vanguard buffs and debuffs going on, specifically with the Riposte and the Courageous Abandon. So the Riposte is now going to be gaining damage throughout the battle, although also lowering his DOT resist, which is particularly why we have the Plague Doctor today. But we also get Courageous Abandon damage buffs through the battle on use, and does cost us a little bit of max HP for him as well. So we're trying to compensate for the lost tankiness of this Vanguard Man-at-Arms with a Ravager Hellion up front with a little bit of Breacher added on for good measure. Pretty standard kit for her here, and then of course the Alchemist Plague Doctor in the back, who's also rocking the on-guard quirk, which is a really nice way to start things off. Got all our bases covered pretty well with this squad, and should be a lot of fun to try out the new paths for the Jester and the Man-at-Arms this time as well.
The flame, sacred and sputtering. The last hope for us all.
Thank you for yet another gifty bland. I appreciate that. Tyrone, welcome on in. What pet are you going to bring along for this crew? That's a good question. You know, I've been thinking.
Are exhausted.
It's been a minute since we've.
Only trial and tribulation.
You already know where I'm going with this, don't you? Yeah. Don't even finish that thought, Bear.
See,
don't even finish that thought of bringing along the baby Shambler again.
To the spreading stain.
You sure about that, pal? The way things have gone lately? I don't know if we need to welcome that kind of insanity, but you're the guy in the driver's seat after all. You gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah, a couple of dodges in the back. Obviously, the Breacher Hellion's gonna be a huge help early on. I think this team is gonna do very, very well in the first region, so I'm excited to see how they perform. Let's think through what the most likely best option is going to be here for the Man-at-Arms. I'm assuming it's going to be exactly that. Getting the taunt and the riposte going on early just so we can make damn sure that our taunts are going to be staying up front here. I like the toe-to-toe a lot for the Hellion in this situation as well. We're going to get tons of taunt generated up front, so I'm hoping the Jester is going to be pretty well protected this time around. So this is going to be our first instance of a Vanguard buff here. So every riposte that is triggered will add damage for the entire battle to future ripostes. Although, of course, there's also the trade-off of him losing that DOT resist, which in my opinion is totally worth it. There's also the change to Bellow that I've failed to point out. So as you can see here, no longer lowering no longer lowering speed for the enemy team. Instead, now Bellow is going to be adding stacks of Vanguard buffs and debuffs. So if we do this, you can see now he's got the +3 damage for riposte and +4 damage for Courageous Abandon skills, but also lost 12 max HP and a whole bunch of DOT resist. So it's a very interesting change to that skill. One I'm actually really excited about. That seems like a huge, what am I trying to say? It's like a risk reward. That's what I'm trying to say. It's a big risk reward skill / kit where there's obviously a lot of payouts to getting massive damage upgrades to these skills, but there's a pretty hefty price being paid as well, and hopefully it's going to be worth it the majority of the time, because as you can see there, yeah, a situation like that exposes his vulnerabilities pretty quickly. Yeah, the fact that it's flat damage on the riposte upgrade is wild. It's the same with the Courageous Abandon, actually, and it's one of the very few things in the game that's like that.
Rest and resupply await you.
Apart from, obviously, like, upgrading the skills with the mastery points. That's maybe the only other way in my mind is that I can think of anyway that upgrades flat damage like that. So, should be interesting.
The place is a little worse for wear, but familiar nonetheless.
Yeah, it's almost always percentages. The shrouds. So we do have a shroud almanac this time as well.
And mindfulness, as vital to survival as sharpened steel.
Triple creature dens, which we're looking to clear one of at least right now. I feel like we could probably handle
The
that.
shrouded coast, isolated, and drowning in amphibious degeneracy.
Seems doable for this team, but now it's on to us to try to determine what infernal flame will give us the best chances of success today. And I don't know, maybe I'm thinking just going back to the Doom Candle today. Enemies gain additional debuff, resistance piercing, and gain positive tokens at various flame levels. Killer's Glow might work out okay here. We're getting some DOT kills, most likely. Probably not a bad idea. Already cleared the Despairing Flame here. Something's drawing me to the Doom Candle today. I think I'm going to go that route.
Relics remind us of a time before the end.
I'm going to equip the Doom Candle now. Doom to doom, doom, doom. Grab our food, grab our whiskey. Take a good long look before I ultimately elect to bring the Shambler spawn. Fuck it, man. Let's do it.
Anything that lets us travel further is worth the cost.
Let's go crazy. This is obviously going to be making the Doom Candle even more difficult to deal with, but let's have some fun with it. Why not? Merchant's Guild seal early on. I definitely should have bought that first. Whoops. Oh well. Better late than never, I guess.
This will serve well.
Alright, let's see here. I want to snag a Warhorn early on. That seems like a good investment. I actually need it at some point here. Grab that. That's probably good enough. And for starting
Learn what
mastery
can
this
be taught,
time.
that you may stand just a little taller at the end.
Definitely makes a lot of sense to go for the bolster here. Bellow actually kind of tempting right now. Ignores debuffs at full stacks of debuffs for 4 turns. Now, in my interpretation of this, you don't have to have both your buffs and debuffs stacked to the maximum. I'm assuming it's only when you have your debuffs stacked to the maximum. That is probably worth upgrading at some point, because that's going to make this character a hell of a lot stronger. Ooh, you can stack the Courageous Abandon up to 5 times on the upgraded version of it, and it only costs you 4 HP. Very interesting. Retribution doesn't really change all that much. Obviously, strategic withdrawal at some point we're going to want to consider as well. A lot more incentive to get these mastery points with this crew. They benefit quite a bit from some of these upgrades, particularly the Man-at-Arms. I think it's still the safest bet to go ahead and go with Bolster Indiscriminate Science here early on, just because we know those two are going to be pretty damn impactful. Also, I have the Fishmonger's Gloves if I want to maybe consider picking up a serrated item here, although I don't know if I've actually got any options for that at the moment besides maybe the Spiked Ball. Would that be worth it, I wonder? A chance to apply the bleed on hit. Might actually be worth considering for the Jester right now. Give that Harvest a little bit of extra bleed chance. I think I'm going to go ahead and grab that, actually. Yeah, I might as well take advantage of this while I can. There you go, there you go, there you go, there you go. Good stuff. Oh, I suppose that is pretty damn good on Man-at-Arms as well. That's a good point. I want to consider that. Speaking of Man-at-Arms, I want to give him as much food as, or the best food that we can. Try to make up for his soon-to-be lost max HP. And other than that, I think we're good. Yeah, I think I'm going to make that swap like you mentioned. Seems like it might be a slightly better fit for him. Let's get on to the Shroud then, man. Let's do it. exactly the easiest start for this lot, but we'll see what happens.
Propriety floats listless on the tide, brined in noxious degradation.
And there's the absence of information, courtesy of our baby shambler do. Let's go ahead and rename that shambler, by the way. Last call for the pick-me if you'd like to be chosen here. We'll rename the stagecoach real quick as well. Not exactly enthusiastic about the idea of doing a creature den immediately here, but let's just get it out of the way. Might even end up doing another one. There go the block tokens too, yikes. I suppose that's always going to be better than loathing with the Doom Candle equipped. I ought to be pretty pleased with that, in fact. Anytime we don't have to deal with the loathing is going to be worthwhile, although I suppose the creature den might have just negated that anyway. Alright, let's see here. Quick renames here for the pile. Grimma's going to be our baby shambler. Fitting name for that. All aboard the Thuranium Dragoon. An excellent name for our stagecoach today. Alright, so be it. And we go to our creature den. See how these folks fare early on. Always the terrifying prospect of dying to the very first encounter in situations like this. Hopefully that's not going to be the case this time around. Well, Battle Ballad, I don't know how often we're honestly going to end up going for the finale from the Jester here, but I don't necessarily mind getting those buffs going early, especially considering the fact that he doesn't actually ever lose them. Those are permanently attached to him, especially in a situation with a creature den where we know this is going to be going for at least several rounds, so makes sense to have that in the back pocket if we ever get the opportunity to use it. Okay. I'm through the majority of their token situation here. I do have the finale just up and ready to go if I want to go ahead and pop that right now. We could also do a harvest, which makes a lot of sense here. I guess the Man-at-Arms is going to be a lot less impactful in the third rank, unfortunately. Might be a reason to have something like Rampart equipped now. I could also do this, though, which is perfectly valid. Just keep these buffs coming from my boy. Clearly the stress will become an issue at some point, too, but he's doing stuff like that already, so that feels pretty good. All right. Yeah, so that's going to be one more to the maximum amount, I believe, for his Vanguard buffs, for the riposte at least. Making quick work there early on. Okay, okay. Riposte are at +4 damage now. Bleed obviously becoming a bit of a concern early on here. Let's go ahead and get our... I didn't mean to do that, damn. Get our taunt reset real quick, though, and then see how this goes, although I think I'm much better off just trying to finish this guy. I want him grabbing a snack here, and then let's see what else we can do. We can go for the Battle Ballad again. Don't need that one, though, do we? Yeah, we actually need to play out this time around, which I guess is not terrible to use on himself, but we could also do it to her. Just now realizing. Just go ahead and add a quick block there and ignore a guard on the next one, which doesn't really matter either now that I think about it.
The smallest variable can make all the difference.
I'm just experimenting, though. It's all good. I'm allowed to mess around with this a bit. All right, so he's down to 36 HP now, which is certainly not all that bad. Yeah, so long as he's got a decent amount of HP to start out with, it doesn't really feel like that's going to be all that big of a factor. I wonder if that can stack. Okay, I was going to say maybe the next finale after the finale after the next finale would also get the buff there, but apparently not the case. All right, so now I'm curious. We've got the +6 and the +4. If we were to do one more bellow here, I wonder if... Okay, yeah, so we're definitely capped out now. That's good to know. Yeah, let's see if I can get the quick reset on this next slot in the creature den as well. That's not too bad. Okay, we're going to go ahead and clear some tokens with this slot. Mag Rain to get through the other dodges there. No problemo. I think we ought to probably go ahead and bolster here. Just to be safe, let's not deal with a meltdown this early on. Glad we tested the threshold with the bolster there as well. With the bellow, I mean to say. I think we want to get that toe-to-toe upgraded early on as well here. All right, so now we're looking for the finale opportunity, which I suppose means we need to... Ooh, I guess... Wait, hold on. We have the strategic withdrawal, right? Yes, we're going to need to be using that. Although I guess we don't have to do it in this particular instance, but that's going to be our primary means of allowing for the Jester's finale, is getting that skill involved a little bit more often, which is also incentive to continue to upgrade that one, or to upgrade that one. Flat out. So he's healing for 20, ignoring blind, ignoring guard, which obviously that's fairly situational. Doesn't seem to make a massive difference without those modifiers being in play.
Has been tended to.
Unfortunately. A bit underwhelming there, but I suppose I should have expected that. On the upgrade, it does get quite a bit more damage. Not really the finale that I was most excited to test out either. That'd absolutely be the default Wanderer one now, which I think is going to be a lot more fun. That's a heck of an indiscriminate science, by the way. That feels pretty nice. Oh, hold on. Am I missing a...
renewal. Welcome.
Oh, we're having the DD1 versus DD2 conversation again. Okay, yeah, I don't need to be a part of that. I thought somebody was asking if I'm getting back to the DD1 modded campaign again, but no, it's just the conversation we've had 3,000 times. Y'all can handle that one without me.
Dwindles.
Hey, Sorcerer, thank you for the bear hugs.
A slow dissection. An unavoidable end.
2 years on the pile. Welcome back in. Okay, so doing this with the move forward does actually kind of make sense. The finale's on a... Oh, the finale's not on cooldown. Okay, we could go with back-to-back upgraded finales at some point. That's kind of fun. I was going to say, don't you dare do a necrophagia at the end of this.
Incremental, but deadly all the same.
Yeah, I kind of like that a lot, actually. What's 3,000 more times? I mean, I'm expecting it. We're going to have that conversation 3,000 more times, no doubt, but...
Sweet
Thankfully,
reprieve.
chat's got me covered there.
Until the next test is put before you.
Right, so that's the region goal taken out. Good stuff. Pretty smooth sailing for the squad so far. I'm thinking I may want to have just a little bit more mobility involved with this team. I feel like the play out is not going to be very necessary. The ignore guard is nice and all, but I don't know. I kind of doubt that's going to end up being a factor all too frequently. I still have solo as an option, I suppose, if I want to go that route. Echoing March could still be a viable option as well. Also got the Inspiring, too, if you want to go that route, too. I'm going to keep that equipped for a little while. Go without the play out for a bit and see if I really end up missing it. Okay. Looking pretty good so far. And the Hellion didn't die yet. So that's nice. How are these guys starting with a weakness right now? Is that just coming from our torchlight? Yeah, okay. That's a shame. So I suppose we just want to let that lower a little bit then, don't we? Although it might just get worse.
Malaise. Measured and steady.
It's one thing I can't seem to commit to memory is all the different effects of the Infernal Flames. Well, to be fair to me, I guess the descriptions are often pretty vague, so it's tough to keep track of as a result. All right, so I think the Blight's going to do it on the cabin boy here. I'm pretty sure that Blight ticks prior to the transformation next round. I guess we'll find out here in a moment. Harvest is still a very good skill as well. I don't know why I was so concerned about this not being
A breakthrough.
as good anymore. It's still got a significant amount of damage, and that's usually more than enough. Ah, we got a best egg pond hole to start us and stop our day, huh? Diving into our food combo early on. I'm all about it.
A lesson taught is a lesson learned.
I keep it basic. I'm a scramble boy. Although Elise definitely goes over medium more often than anything, which also often ends up in me enjoying some over medium eggs.
A small reprieve from this carousel of horrors.
Let me go ahead and just get a little healing down there. I don't like eggs. I don't think you're alone in that at all. I think eggs might be one of the more... I don't want to say divisive, because it's not divisive. But the more...
Cut down these nightmares.
You know, it's not even worth finishing the thought anymore. I could think of the word, but it's taken me so long at this point that the point is lost. I don't even... just let that one go. It's gone. There it goes. Bye-bye. Bye-bye thought about eggs that I couldn't finish. I guess you'll finish yourself up in heaven. He's going to hell. Let's not beat around the bush about it. I kind of want to get rid of Resolute here, but it seems like a bit of a waste of resources. I think I'll just take this free stress seal and call it a day. No problem there. Contentious, there it is. Come back up from the depths of hell. We figured out how to finish you. It's contentious. That was the word. That was the word I wanted. I don't think we need to go Lair either. Can absolutely wait on that. A little loathing coming either way, obviously. Let's try this out. Ooh, that's not what I want to see. Loathing into loathing.
The loathing whispers.
Well, we're clearly going to need to take the resistance encounter as a result of that. Hopefully they'll cooperate. They do indeed. Off we go then. And yeah, those weakens stick around even in the dim light, huh? That's no fun. Not the Iron Swan option for the cabin boy this time either. I do like the idea of just annihilating him out of the gate. Yeah, that worked pretty well. Cannot retrank 3 with anything, so we'll go ahead and try this out and see if we get lucky. Turn order might be our friend here, but
the Leviathan's breath thickens the air.
I want to bank on it. There it is. Nice. Not too bad. My parents had a dog who loved scrambled eggs. She took one sniff at my attempt, then walked away. Is this a fart joke that I'm reading here? Bravo. So brave. I mentioned the other day that Poe managed to
until the next test is put before you.
Find his new favorite snack in the form of some mashed potatoes that we had left on the counter, thinking they were out of his reach, only to realize that he's very capable of climbing up on the kitchen counter and shoving his face into an entire bowl of mashed potatoes. He had a great time with that. This food critique, I'm just going to pretend it was a fart joke. Just for my own enjoyment. No, I get to decide what you said. It's my Twitch chat. That's how it works. Well, we got the safe route planned out here, clearly. A lot of relics for a hoarder. I'm sort of feeling like another creature den might be in the cards here, especially with a couple of barricades to boot. We want these mastery points early on.
Despair and disorientation steal your mind as we pass through the void.
I'll just open up to it. Just accept it at this point.
The loathing festers.
Have I not become the void by now? I am the one who voids. I could use some food. It's getting worse and worse with the tokens here, though, unfortunately. Cost us 12 relics for a possibility at some stagecoach gear. Get a positive relationship effect with this as well. But honestly, it seems like the torchlight might actually be one of the more important things right now. Trying to make things a little easier moving forward here. Deviled eggs transcend all other egg prep types. I've still yet to have a deviled egg because I'm so scared. I'm a scared little baby when it comes to trying new food, man. Even something that simple. Yeah, why not? One down. Burn them up. It's probably good for you, Baer, because when I ate my first one, I then had 11 more. Probably not a good thing to discover you enjoy, huh? That's the justification I'll give myself. Not that I'm a little baby. It's literally just a hard-boiled egg with a spiced-up yolk. I know! I know that. There's still a mental hurdle spawning from my youth of, it looks icky. Looks yucky. I'm not proud of it. A bit ashamed, in fact, but it is what it is. This is really easy, isn't it? Oh my god. This is over already.
A simple variable, easily resolved.
Oh my goodness, man. This team is incredibly good at these fights, I guess. They're doing really well so far. I haven't even fully acknowledged that, but
nightmares and blaze the trail to your redemption.
This has been smooth sailing in Region 1. Big fan of their performance here. Save that for later. Don't say it out loud. I guess I should. Yeah, you're right. Never mind. Everything's terrible. Oh, this is the worst Darkest Dungeon 2. Can't you just take it easy on me for once? How about 4 worms in the first phase of the creature den? That seems like a fair trade for all the hardship you've given us so far. It's close enough. Oh, I didn't think they had dodge for some reason. Yeah, they definitely do. Okay, we're keeping our spiked ball for the speed chance, of course. I want to consider using some of these other tokens, though. Or combat items, I mean to say. Just to try to clear some of these tokens. Oh, that's a good point, actually, Slip. Yeah, the book bonus is helping quite a bit here. Having the Shroud Almanac. Certainly making a difference. This comp has no back rank damage. Points to Iron Swan. Are you sure? What about her, though? She's pretty good at that. It's evidenced by the previous action. Keep chopping them, bud.
One less obstacle in our path.
Unless she dies, which we know is inevitable, but we can enjoy it for now, at least. Hell, maybe she'll even die here. Let's see. I do feel like we should be attempting to give him his Vanguard buffs whenever possible. So let's do that.
A slow dissection. An unavoidable end.
Bolster the finale a little as well. I don't think there's much chance for a blind token from a lot of these counters, though. Oh, and that was definitely not what I should have done there. I had the opportunity to get the full bonus action, unfortunately. Goof that up. Good use of the chalk dust this time, at least. Hey, Baer, what heroes would you focus on unlocking their skills first? Man-at-Arms is a good option for that. Plague Doctor as well. I think those two might be, like, the safest characters in the game, if you're just starting out. There's just a lot to like about them. They got damage, they got tanking, they got healing, they got DOT. So being able to utilize their entire kit is usually worthwhile.
The enemy weakens and wanes.
Continuing to go really well here. Now I kind of anticipate a big old chunk of DOT piling onto the Man-at-Arms here, but... Ooh, yeah, this is...
For who knows what lurks in the beyond.
Maybe where I ought to be a bit more concerned. Let's play a little defensively for a bit. Oh, right, yeah, no upgraded Adrenaline Rush. Well, in that case, maybe we just go ahead and take a chance. Yeah, it might be better just to get the hell out of here, but... Well, let's see. We could do... Nah, fuck it. Finish him off. That'll work.
Though unpleasant in the extreme, this work is noble and necessary.
Bit of a bummer there. No mastery point from either of the creature dens outside of the deliverable we got. But better than nothing, I guess. It could have given me just nothing at all. I don't think that's actually written into the game's code, but I just felt like being a jerk.
Pillaging brigands, enriching themselves as the world collapses.
Yeah, it's a pretty quick follow-up fight here, too. Unfortunately, we want to try to get numbers as early as we can here. Going with the Doom Candle this time around. August, so... Trying to keep that loathing in check as much as possible. Let's see, a toe-to-toe might have the damage here. There it is. Outstanding. And let's see here, he's got the weaken. I think I'd much rather try to help out Hellion a little more here. Maybe even just go for an early finale shot with the Jester right now. Ooh, stun on her is not going to be good. Probably a bleed there as well. Yeah, yikes. Might have to give her a heal real quick. And for once, the Plague Doctor being targeted. Let's just do this.
Malaise, measured and steady.
Very nice finisher there. I think the Man-at-Arms ought to be able to kill the guy up front with a little courageous abandon. It's going to be a big bleed off that again. Clutch bleed, in fact, there. That was outstanding. And then just one quick dodge there. Resist a little extra stress. Hopefully get the adrenaline rush off, and then battlefield medicine, and then we should be good. That's more like it. And I think it makes a lot of sense to try to stall a little bit more for her. The mag rain to bring this guy up to the front so he's a little less effective, and then help her heal herself a little bit more, although we might just be able to indiscriminate science for a pretty big heal there as well. I don't think that's going to matter too much. It's all right, though. Yeah, it's about the same. Does allow her to take an additional heal instead of being stunned, though, so that makes sense. There we go. Feeling much better now. Extra post damage. Still got all that beefy HP this time around. Let's go ahead and just clear out one more corpse for ourselves real quick. Finale is actually available again here as well, but yeah, we probably got the kill this way. There it is.
A simple
Hey,
variable, easily resolved.
Still no mastery point reward. Damn. Stingy again early on here. It was going pretty damn good. See how the Rampart treats us here, but team's looking solid. We get a few mastery points at least. So I'll equip these linens too, right? Let's get this over. No, I think we're good. Actually, I might use the chalk dust here. Baer, we now have a sequel to the giant list of different pancakes from before. The potato pancake. There's just all kinds of different variations of the potato pancake. Oh my god, you're right. Oh my god, that's way more than I thought there'd be. Have I had a potato pancake? The double stun and the knockback there, very nice. Really strong start. A whole goddamn bunch of block tokens for this lot. I guess the chalk dust isn't really going to do much, is it? I mean, yeah, rather stealth. Not really going to be a factor here. And let's see. Keep the spiked ball still. Go ahead and retribution early on, I guess. That thunderclap grenade. Huge difference maker in this fight. Let's see. I want to try to kill her as quickly as possible. We've got her reduced to the rush judgment
An unavoidable end.
early on here. Clears out the vulnerable on him as well, which is really nice. They might even cycle to create the endless rush judgment here. Maybe I want to try to go for that instead, actually, here. Try to take him out first now and go for the plague grenade. Man of Arms is a little low, but we do still have 2 taunts up front, so hopefully that'll help us out. Okay, self-heal the bleeding target, always nice. 2-turn DOT will get the job done up front. We can probably go for a Courageous Abandon here as well, although it's not really going to be terrific. I wonder if maybe we want to try to set up a finale here, actually. That might not be a bad idea. He's not the healing himself buff off of that after all, especially helpful after taking a shot from her. Not too bad on the stress damage. We've got the 1 rush judgment at least.
Steady yourself.
Still determined to somehow be effective. And that looks pretty good to me. Finale's ready to go. 5 to 10 versus 10 to 20. That feels a little better, and that's where I'm badly looking forward to the Wanderer finale being a thing in the near future. Finally living my dream of executing a target with that move. That's an unfortunate regen. Hopefully we can pile on enough DOT to negate that. Yeah, I might need a bolster heal coming up here as well. So the Blight is going to do it there, which means I suppose we go ahead and reset our block / taunt up front. It's going to be at least 1 more rush judgment. Okay. So yeah, unlikely I think that we're going to be able to deal enough damage to get the job done on her. Oh, wait, no, never mind. We're good. Didn't really think it through all the way.
Is a lesson learned.
That dude's dead as well. I could probably get away with a bolster here, actually, but I think I'm probably better off going for the Inspiring Tune on the Jester, since he's not able to actually deal any physical damage to this guy, and we got to get rid of him before he explodes on me here, which very well might just happen immediately. Yeah, all right. So be it. Works for me, dude. Save me some time.
An inkling of potency still lingers in some of these well-worn relics.
And naturally, we get ourselves the absolutely useless Dark Impulse there. Giving our baby Shambler. Not gonna need any of these. Strong Shackles. Gain an Immobilize on hit. Apply Immobilize on hit. That one just seems like it's always gonna mess you up without realizing it. Or in my case, anyway, it's gonna mess me up without me being aware of it. Let's just not deal with that right now. I'm really pleased to be getting the Calming Incense here as well. I think the stress is gonna be a bit more of a problem on this run.
Lower your guard. Soften your gaze.
Ooh, Slugger.
It is safe here.
Slugger for the Man-at-Arms. Love to see it. A couple of mastery points from these guys. Get a Clandestine Cape and some whiskey. Thank you. Let's go. All right, that feels pretty good.
Rain, fire,
Ooh,
and rot.
Oh.
Is there no sanctuary from this madness?
Oh, normally it'd be a no-brainer to hit the sluice, obviously, but this is just 2 mastery points for visiting an oasis. You cannot do that, man, with the Praise Sun region.
All that beauty and
I
knowledge.
don't want to waste the bounty hunter here either.
Ash on the wind.
Who's he gonna replace, though? Probably the Jester. Yeah, almost certainly
A
the
glint
Jester.
in the shadows. The hunter is here.
Got the utility belt. Ooh, sighting or scouting for all of the Oblivion Tears. I wonder if that takes priority over the baby Shambler. That'd be interesting. I think I've asked that question before too, but I guess we'll find out. The Hurlbat in the mix again. Get all his good stuff. Keep the flashbang available there. Let's go ahead and equip this thing as well.
The next stop is leagues away.
The repair's done.
Plan accordingly.
Yeah, let's see. Order and Pestle, always nice. Probably not going to be the pickup this time. Get some playing cards here for
Something
later.
to ease the rigors of the road.
I think we got a decent amount of food already, so probably only need to pick up the apples and cheese here. Wild tea, I don't know if that's really necessary for anybody at the moment. Not particularly. Grab some more whiskey.
A bit of comfort on the road to damnation.
Save these things for when the Jester gets back, so let's go ahead and just get him fed for now. And might as well use this, I suppose. I did just mention I was excited for it.
Listen. Practice. Improve.
5 mastery points. Let's go ahead and get the toe-to-toe first. I like Adrenaline Rush quite a bit, but we could probably hold off on that still for a little while. Man-at-Arms we know is going to benefit quite a bit from a lot of these upgrades here, so let's go for Courageous Abandon. Let's also take the Bellow upgrade. Not only is it less stress, but also has the ignored debuffs on full stack, which is crazy. So we're going to be prioritizing that quite a bit for him. It's going to be Retribution, Courageous Abandon, or Bellow in pretty much every instance for the Man-at-Arms at this point. I like going for the Blight upgrade for our Plague Doctor here as well. I think it's a safe bet. Damage on Howling End is always good too. What if we do one of each? Spread the love around just a little bit. We'll go for the upgraded Noxious Blast. Actually, that's usually a little bit more effective. Cool. Well, that was easy. All right.
Conventional fare, but fairly priced.
Nothing crazy we need to worry about here. Ceremonial drums are always worth prioritizing in the Chapter 4 fight, but I haven't seen too many of those so far. Ready to hit the Sprawl, I think, man. Let's do it. Find out who our bounty hunter is going to be. Last pick me if you'd like to be selected. I'm going to go ahead and do a fresh one here as well, so if you typed it before, go ahead and do it again for me. PICKME in the chat. We'll load up our region. We'll find out who our new bounty hunter is going to be. No relationships. Fine with me. Save us the struggle. And the sprawl.
Behold, the great cities of man, ruined and aflame.
Looks like we do indeed get to scout out where those loathing tears are, so that's going to help us quite a bit. We got the watchtower early on here, too. Very nice. Okay. Definitely feel like I should take that. Let's go for it.
The tangled trails whisper of torment.
This region has your favorite battle music. Shout out to the soundtrack, man. I don't praise that enough. Alright, let's see here. Why can't I remember his name? Is it Chatwood, I want to say? Stewart? Stewart Chatwood? That sounds like a fairy tale person. His name has slipped my mind somehow. It is Stewart Chatwood. Why did that sound like a fake human? Shout out Stewart. Alright, we got ourselves some upgraded skills this time around. Obviously got the bounty hunter in the mix this time. Try to get a little more utility going that way. I'm seeing the nearly fully mastered Man-at-Arms already here. This already seems like it's going pretty well. This team's kind of killing it. I'm a big fan of this so far.
Let us hope to finish this quickly.
A bit more blight up front for the boy. That's him sorted out. Howling and one shot. Hell yeah, dude. With the toe-to-toe upgraded, obviously going to be able to improve things quite a bit there as well. I'm very excited for the possibility of maxing out the buffs on the man-at-arms in some of these combats. In fact, that's starting to seem like it's going to make... oh, God. Oh, fuck. Oh, no. Whoops.
The enemy weakens and wanes.
Okay, thankfully the blight was going to be good enough there anyway. But yeah, being able to get him up to these max stacks to ignore the debuffs, particularly in the boss fight, seems like it's going to be extremely impactful. Yeah, Librarian might be worth considering here. I think we got a pretty good team for it. Collect bounty to finish him if it crits. Might be worth taking a chance on there. Okay, no need to worry about the heals. Through the armor. Looking good. Clean 4-rounder.
Is a lesson learned.
Who is going to be our bounty hunter here? Let's find out. That's the Devil's Waffle. Oh, hold on. There we go. Got you coming correct. Lovely. Is that just a pancake? Yeah, we call these here the Devil's Waffles. Some folks call them flapjacks, but we don't really understand them people. Come from a different walk of life. Let's get some goodies. Have a chance at a mastery point. Might just be hugging this right side the whole time, actually. Waffles are devilish because they have syrup traps. That is the one thing that would just elevate a pancake to superstardom, isn't it? Is if you could construct a pancake in such a way as to force the little air bubbles to develop into little syrup pockets. Emphatic arrow. Member of the crew, member of the pile. Thank you for the gifted. Bear hugs, bear please, bear please. Bear please in chat to force me to try to come up with a new emote representing that idea.
And apply it judiciously.
Oops, all blight. Sorry, fellas. Let's see how that goes. Oh, yeah, that's pretty good. That'll do. Look how quickly they are just dispatching these foes. The dodge is doing work here as well. Obviously, the breacher has been a huge factor. Man, I'm really enjoying this different bellow as well. I'm shocked with how much I am liking the changes to the paths on these characters. Like, that's been the constant through these 2 runs post-update is like, man, I'm having a lot of fun with what they've done to change these paths. I'm really liking this bellow, courageous abandon, and riposte situation with the permanent buffs. The Jester's been a lot of fun so far. That last path we had with him was a really good time with the finale changes.
Abandoned or forgotten.
Still stoked for the Wanderer path for the Jester as well, to be able to get those executes, like I said before, so. A+ patch, in my opinion. And we haven't even looked at the mods yet, which is like the biggest part of the update by far.
Karma abhors waste. Best to take all you can.
Little wax inoculant there, Tinker's Bench, Laden Lantern. I suppose that's
Your
not
coach is laden.
useless.
You can carry no more.
Well, she's not underneath that speed threshold. Might as well throw the clandestine cape her way as well. I hadn't really thought about that. And then we get some linens for this dude, a couple of stimulants up front. Actually, let's go ahead and use that. Yeah, it's probably more likely to... Well, smoke bomb's going to be a lot more likely to get some use here. We do have a bear dunk. Yeah, that's from our old Spelunky 1 days.
The avatars of oblivion. clergy of the spreading stain.
And the rare opportunity to use it in an actual basketball game, like when I played Dunk Lords, which is a game I'm in. I played Chutney, which is pretty cool to remember.
Before our eyes.
That I voiced a character in a game. Alrighty. What was the region goal? Good question. I'm pretty sure it was to go to an oasis, right? I think. Which, got the watchtower, so I should be able to find one, but we might be locked out of it now that I think about it. Yeah, I kind of forgot. Whoopsie.
A slow dissection. An unavoidable end.
Oh my god, I completely forgot he had gotten Slugger as well. Jesus Christ. This team rocks. Anytime you can see multiple stuns on the enemy squad in a DD2 run, you know you've got something special cooked up here. Even got linens for that guy. That ain't gonna be a problem. Howling Rush, or Howling End look. Not too fantastic. Might just, let's just clear this block token. No worship really to worry about here anyway. Get rid of that. Let's see. Hurlbat for 6 to 10. Let's take the altar out so we don't get Azoic ended again. Don't have to worry about that this time around. Keep the buffs coming, right? Yeah, we did say. The opportunity we get to increase that.
The enemy weakens and wanes.
Should absolutely try to do so. Go Dungeon Rangers. That is a commitment. They get every damn one, don't they? Tag yourself. I'm Pink Ranger. I got dibs. Nobody else can be pink.
The fiend's strength dwindles.
Just gotta go ahead and keep taunting, I think. Yeah, she's a rough shape here. Just tank it up, lady. It works. Man, this has got to be the most we've used Courageous Abandon at any point ever. Given the sheer amount of requirements necessary to even use that skill initially. There you go. A little more blight up front. No worries. Try to get a bolster here too, but I'm not going to sweat it too much if we can. Ooh, she's kind of low too, though. Hold on, I might be able to... I don't think she's in Adrenaline Rush range. Yeah, so that's not going to work. Still not even... Oh my goodness. So many damn tokens to worry about here, but we can do that at least. I think she may be below the threshold for the... Oh, I can probably just get a kill here, right? Or not. That's fine. I was going to say, probably below the threshold for Battlefield Medicine at the very least, but we can do that as well. Maybe even also Indiscriminate Science, or we could just not worry about it.
A brilliant conclusion.
Or, you know, what we could do is just kill her. That might do the job.
The work continues.
The courage is abundant today, yes indeed. Hey, there we go. That's pretty fun. Ooh. Oh, but it's probably... Ah, damn it. I don't want to give up 50% damage on anybody.
The loathing abates.
But actually, ooh, you know what? That's not a big deal on her. That's a 21 HP boost to the Plague Doc at a cost of basically nothing. Because we don't give a damn how much damage these do. Ooh, that's fun. Okay. Yeah, go for that. I like it. Alright, so if we want to go to the Oasis, we are going to have to ignore the Librarian here. Which, I mean, that's a free mastery point and spring water. So maybe that's the route we take. Should also absolutely clear out some more inventory slots here if we can. I don't think I need that thing, and I don't think I need the slime mold too badly either, but I do want to hang on to it for now. Let's go ahead and give the Clandestine Cape to our bounty hunter for now, too. We can throw that on a Jester at some point. And then I guess I should just get rid of these. I might as well use them now. Here, let's put this on the Hellion. Give her these two, so she's got a little extra move and burn resist. Yeah, this is a very tanky team now, which is pretty nice. Take some free food there as well. Yeah, why not? Could be worse.
An elementary problem, is it not?
Yeah, I do think it absolutely makes a lot of sense to go Oasis here. May not be as exciting, but definitely yields the better results in my mind. A lot less risk, obviously.
Centuries of human learning and achievement ruined by riotous contempt.
The ingress up ahead. There's a hospital there as well, if I maybe want to consider that. Could save myself some baubles, most likely, going for the repairs here. Seems worth it. Double repair especially is nice. Sort of traveling heal
Think
back for a bit.
carefully. Today's oversight is tomorrow's regret.
Gotta be the Oasis there. Is the region. That is 2 mastery points how to go into the Oasis as well. Yeah, I'd forgotten about that. Okay, so it's very clearly the way to go. Glad I didn't forget that. AKA, thank you for reminding me. Alright, let's go ahead and make sure you die first. I think Plague Doc ought to finish the job there. And yeah. Where we don't concern ourselves too much with her lost damage. Good stuff. More retribution, good to go. This is all clockwork so far, man. Loving it. Let's get this numbers advantage up front. I get this stun on this guy too. That makes sense. Take an axe to the face real quick for me, fella. Nox just gonna basically finish the job there.
And steady.
Might bolster here if I need it. Yeah, might as well. Don't need too much up front anyway. Probably gonna go for the toe-to-toe on her. Flashbang? Double blind? Little daze? Not bad, not bad. Get some more blight on the boy.
The enemy weakens and wanes.
Hot damn. Okay. And then, just a massive chunk of damage. A little pip out of it too, why not? You're the weaken. He's got the daze and the blind. The blight's nearly through. It's bad on the chomp. So long as he doesn't... Okay. Yeah, there's one situation in which the Hellion's in danger there, and we avoided it. Fell the tree would have been a problem, but good to go.
A master stroke.
12 damage abandoned. Love to see it. Get a little more blight for the boy. Know how to do it. Another easy peasy fight. This is a wrecking crew right now, man. Just tearing through these regions.
The past is gone. Let it die.
I'm not even getting a lot of love from the game for it. I think the game's a little mad, actually. They're used to having things going their way a little more here. All right, so where are we going now? Hospital's still not really necessary. Get our spring water out of this. Beautiful.
Scavenge what you can and be off once more.
We could go ahead and equip those to you. You know what? Let's just go Ingress. Yeah, why not?
Though decidedly inconvenient, at least we know what's coming.
Still looking for some mastery points here. I'll add a little extra combat. We're making pretty quick work of it anyway. Speaking of which, kapow. The one-shot crit, man. One of these days we'll get it.
A slow dissection. An unavoidable end.
There she goes. Okay. Numbers has definitely been the biggest factor so far here. Still miss the days of the retribution block. But the more time I have away from it, the more I realize that was probably the right move. A little too strong before. Especially with the stone mount. That's when things got pretty wild with this dude.
Dwindles.
How's this looking? 8 to 12. Gonna work.
A righteous action.
Yeah, this has just been cruise control for this kind of team, man. This is wild. It's been a long time, especially with an Infernal Flame equipped, especially with the Baby Shambler equipped.
Incremental, but deadly all the same.
Okay, perfect timing here for this guy to immediately put me on the back foot again, because I've been reminded that I'm two like poor rolls away from ever just getting a Hellion slaughtered. Even when I'm not playing this game, I think at this point, even if I'm like at a Vegas craps table and I roll 2 dice, somewhere in someone's Darkest Dungeon game, a Hellion gets killed. Hey, Nexus. I'm doing real good today. Feeling fantastic. I saw the bear pillow, too. It was adorable. Appreciate that. Hope you're enjoying. That's one of my favorite little designs we've got up on the shop. Big fan of that cute little bear. Righto. Another one, 4 rounds in. Completed. Mastery point acquired. Good, good, good. There was 0 build diversity then. It was basically mandatory. Yeah, you're not wrong. And arms was even more of a necessity back then, for sure. I'm gonna get rid of this slime mold. I'm gonna get a little greedy here. Still trying to hang on to most of those combat items. I feel like they got some value still. What are we even using on everybody else right now? We got the holy water, the spring water, the serrated items. So yeah, I think we got a hold there too. Here, let's. You know what? Let's get rid of the spring water for now. Let's use something that I know I'm gonna not want to hang on to for too much longer. Let's do this. He's using the linens occasionally. Ooh, candle trade for 2 Dodge Plus tokens. Yes, please. That along with the breacher buffs. That's pretty fucking wild. And there we go then. Alright, let's see. Still blighting in the back, I think. Whoopsie! Sorry, lady. Not this time. God, that stun sound is so viscerally satisfying. I have missed that dearly. And, no, I think I can hang on to those still. I gotta swap something else out for those smoke bombs on her, too. I know I'm not gonna be using those early on here. They're too good for the later game. Yeah, sounds good, Red. Will do. This train ain't going nowhere but forward. An unstoppable force right now. Alright, no need for that. Let's go ahead and clear through another block plus here. Get our taunt back up front. Got a potential rush judgment going on here now, which is real nice. Really big fan of this Courageous Abandon change, man. This has been a lot of fun.
Measure out your violence and apply it judiciously.
Okay, okay. That's a pretty hefty bleed there. I don't think she's in the threshold for that, though, so we'll just have to get her the adrenaline rush, possibly. It's not to be the riposte kill. Terrific. Not quite there for adrenaline rush yet. This seems worthwhile. Pretty good, pretty good.
Welcome back.
Yolas! Thank you for the full year in the pile. Give him some bear hugs, please. Appreciate the support, and thank you for the kind words about SideQuest as well. I'm glad you've been digging that. Very excited for the season finale of SideQuest, Monday at 5 p.m. Pacific here on twitch.tv/BaerTaffy. We'll be joined by Skadge, Cheesy, and Chilled Chaos for the final run of Season 1. And then I'm going to take a month or two to concoct some new quests and refine the format a bit.
Has been tended to.
Yeah, really excited for that group, though. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. All right, GG. Another quick and easy one, man. Round 4 seems to be the threshold for just about every fight so far. Getting out of there in fine shape, too.
In crisis, no gain is insignificant.
Oh, shit. Oh, god damn. That is, So what we could do with that...
The loathing abates.
Which is a lot of fun, is just combine that with Misstep, and then essentially we get just a free 75% HP boost up front. Which is fucking crazy. Or... Alternatively... We can do something like this. Put her at 40 HP. And the plus 50% damage. Which is pretty goddamn good. That's a nice find right there. I might consider the Misstep play, but I'm really enjoying the tankiness of the Plague Doctor at the moment, despite the fact that she's not being targeted very much.
Of a dying world, empty of hope and humanity.
Especially given the fact that we're not really trading off too much for her losing the damage there, I feel like is worth hanging on to. Shuffle's certainly going to mess things up a little bit for us right now. Shouldn't be too bad, though. Jeez, yeah, even with a full shuffle, this team seems to be pretty damn capable of being effective still. Might even get some riposte attacks back there. Stun through the ghouls first round. Should be able to kill this Zombo very easily here. Wicked Hack even had it, but take the guarantee. Might as well move back with her here. Ghoul has an increased chance of using Rend, by the way, as a result of the most recent patch. Which I, and I'm sure you as well, are a huge fan of. I like me a nerf Ghoul. That's some good info. That's a pleasant paragraph anytime that comes up. Toe-to-toe hitting for 10 is straight up wild. That is nuts, no doubt. We've got some crazy damage potential at this point for this Hellion. I'm liking that a lot. There's the Howl finally. The Worries? No, I preferred the other one quite a bit.
A breakthrough.
God damn it. Alright, we got the DOT down to death's door now at least. Like bounty, a little more likely, I suppose. Still blinded here. Come on now. Alright, that does open up the door for the adrenaline rush, I suppose, so might as well go ahead and go for that. Stall this out anyway. No bolster ability, though. When do I want to stall this out? I guess we just go ahead and take the W here, yeah. Not bad.
The unrelenting application of
Round 5, though. Gross.
Morbid gains.
That's not what we're about. Another mastery, though. All right. Here we go again. One more Ingress. Wait, a Hoarder? Oh, a Hoarder before the end. Okay, I see. I was a little confused by that. Everybody loves flapjacks. A sparkle ball here. That's always fun. Inert Indicia. Stun and daze resist for positive tokens. Regen for heroes with those tokens. Enlightening Element. How's our speed looking on this squad? I don't think it's quite at that threshold. Looking like a Sparkle Ball opportunity. Yeah, Sparkle Ball with the Plague Doctor is always a good time. I think I'll snag that. Look at these Death Cap Spores as well for later. And let's see. Suppose that'll probably do it. Compress kit's nice and all. I don't think it's worth the remainder of our baubles, though, so away we go. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Definitely an upgrade over the Laden Lantern there. I could probably go ahead and throw that out now. Sweet. All right. I reckon feel much better about how this has been going so far, man. We got the loathing down. Stagecoach nearly in full strength. Team's been crushing it. Let's knock out another Rampart. Not even Ordained in the back. You're disrespecting me here. You think I can't handle it? Okay, yeah, that hurt a little bit. That wasn't great. Let's see if I can give y'all a few tokens, too. He's got them all. Shit, okay, yeah. I'm onto the altar, I guess. Gonna need a bolster there, I'd imagine. And we got a burning target, so might as well hurl that. Let's see if we can just get numbers early on here. It might be smoke bomb time as well. Yeah, it seems right. Finally pushing us a little bit more. That is a dead altar. Fortunately, did manage to get his... Oh, no, he's dead. Okay, right, yeah, so that's not going to be a factor anymore. Ooh, but I should have definitely play grenaded him. I don't think I have my pull forward either, do I? Okay, that's convenient at least. And I'm not going to be able to find a way to get the worship taken care of. Unless... No, that's not going to happen. Alright, so we're going to have to deal with that. Might as well clear this here. Oh, I can stun, though. Maybe that'll solve it. Maybe that'll delay it just long enough. Let's give it a try. Now we get to play a grenade.
The fiend's strength dwindles.
And then a second one of those. Oh my goodness, wow. Holy shit. Okay. So this did that too, huh? Who's this dead Hellion we were talking about? Yikes, so I can't reach him with anything else either. I guess the bounty hitter was ultimately going to have to be the one that finished him off anyway. Hurl bat for the 6 to 10. Finish him to 6 to 10. What's the crit chance looking like? It's a little higher here. That'll do. Okay, should be fine. We should be fine. Take the taunt off her at least. He's going to get a nice big chunk of damage along with the heal from that. Can't stun this guy, but we can flashbang for another blind chance. There we go. That's pretty good. Targeting him most likely. That gives us the bolster opportunity again as well. This is actually working out okay.
Excellent work.
And the crit will help out there too, although not with the stress, unfortunately. Cannot stun. We'll get the bonus damage there. Yeah, I think we're alright. A little extra stress coming out of it, but I'll take it.
The unrelenting application of violence yields morbid gains.
Would have tried to stall for a bolster there, but I didn't want to allow for the weight of the worlds to come in and just wreck our shit. Okay. Time to get rid of some Dark Impulse and Wolf's Blood here. Silent Treatment. Plus 50% crit chance for anybody stealthed. With a 50% chance to stealth on round start. Otherwise adds to damage taken. I think this is fine to have on her. Especially given her additional HP right now. Then we could throw the Sparkle Ball into somebody like the Man-at-Arms here, which is pretty fun. Yeah, let's do that. That sounds like fun.
These warm candlelit windows promise refuge.
Slap some stimulants in the mix on that. Another solid region there. A few mastery points. Let's go. Game's killing it. Oh, I need to get rid of these worries at some point too. Forgot about that.
Rest tonight. Under the mountain's unblinking gaze.
Blanda now slow-handed. Shouldn't be too big of an issue. Go ahead and use this real quick as well. Oh my god, really? Wow. Okay, so we've all of a sudden got a plus 12% crit chance here for the Man-at-Arms on any melee. That is wild.
Everywhere in ruin.
Oh!
Everywhere in need.
Oh my god, man. We got our second sluice opportunity, but they're giving me the goddamn standard, and I have to clear the lair. I already have to do this. I gotta go this way. I gotta go this way. I have to do it.
The farms and fields of our kingdom overrun with putrescence and rot.
It's just too good, man. Hey, Grim. Act 4 with the Doom candle this time around.
Conventional fare, but fairly priced.
Some pretty cheap stuff here, too. Okay, so, to begin with, big HP up front. A little bread for the boy. Yeah, we just need some bread, I think, for the plague dock here as well. It's good enough. How's the relationships doing across the board right now? I suppose we'll start with the playing cards before we look at that. The Doom candle, not the Goon candle. That's different. That went pretty well. Still need some work on Jester Man-at-Arms. So, oh, okay, apparently not. Let's see here. How's Hellion Man-at-Arms doing right now? They could use a boost too. Let's go ahead and give them this one. A little extra stress healing done from that as well. Let's see. I'll grab this guy.
A bit of comfort on the road to damnation.
More playing cards also. I was at the edge of my seat for that clarification. Well, I mean, that's what mods are for, right? Rely on a member of the pile at some point in the next few weeks, hopefully, to put together the Goon candle for us. Another songbook, some more whiskey
Something
here.
to ease the rigors of the road.
There's a ceremonial drum to stockpile for later. I might even want to grab the songbook of rousing tunes. This is a lot of very good stuff in this inn, actually. This is a great provisioner right now. We still need Jester Man-at-Arms, so let's go ahead and try to bolster that a little bit. There we go, that'll do it. Same with this, or let's actually use the stress healing from that still. There we go, +1 on the max affinity, nice. You two can have one of these. It's gonna make her a lot slower now, but shouldn't really matter anymore, thankfully. Lots of whiskey flasks still. I think we still even have a few other of these things to buy. Yeah, let's grab the dartboard, a little more pipe weed. And I could definitely still stockpile this. Probably not in my best interest to keep these whiskey flasks anymore. I think we want to go ahead and just get these relationships up as high as we can get them. Cody Schroeder. Bear hugs for him, please. Thank you very much for the resubscription for 6 months. Almost afternoon for me. Appreciate the resub. Welcome back. That's unfortunate. All right. Let's see. How's the speed doing on everybody else? Wondering how we could use the stress healing from the pipe weed again. It looks like a fine opportunity to do it there. Whiskey for the Jester Hellion just once to put him over the threshold. Just kidding. I keep forgetting he's resolute. So we need to find something for that. And I think we have pipe weed still, so we can go that route. And then also, is that it? Yeah, I guess that's it. Okay. Grab that thing as well. I'm going to get the stimulating poultice too just because it's so cheap. And, you know, it's so damn cheap, man. Let's just do this. Let's go ahead and grab that, buy a second one. And then my time in the desert would help a lot too here, actually. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and buy this and use it twice on the plague doctor, given her current trinket setup. Okay. Still got some affinity boost to go for. Plague Doctor with the Man-at-Arms has a threshold to meet, so let's go for that. Probably just go max affinity at this point. We have so little inventory space right now. I think it makes a lot of sense actually just go ahead and use all these whiskey flasks if we can. So let's go for the max affinity here. There it is. Hellion Man-at-Arms is max affinity already. Hellion Plague Doctor could use a little bit more. I love the sign for this inn. The Miller looks so happy. He does, doesn't he? Yeah. Happiest he's ever been. There we go. Another +2 from the flasks. Nice. Okay. Max affinity. Good God. I kind of wish I'd gotten rid of the Resolute now. I'd be in much better shape.
Experience, however painful, is the greatest teacher of all.
I'm going to take the Iron Swan upgrade now. I think I'll probably go for some Jester stuff at this point. Battle Ballad ignores dodge and blind with the next finale, which is actually pretty awesome. I didn't even realize that. Encore might be worthwhile. Harvest becomes quite a bit better. Improves the chance at applying the combo as well. Let's go ahead and go for that. I think I'm going to take the Inspiring Tune upgrade as well. And then just to be safe, let's go for the Adrenaline Rush on the Hellion as well. Nice. All right, so we know Hellion Jester gets up one more level with the pipe weed, so let's just go ahead and do that despite the speed loss. And that's all feeling pretty fantastic. I'm going to grab a thunderclap grenade or two as well. And I'm quite pleased with this. That's all looking great. How's the Jester's trinkets right now? He's got nothing, huh? Okay. Well, in that case, you can have that. I feel like silent treatment might be slightly better on him. You know what? Yeah, let's do that instead. Oh, no, I kind of feel dumb for doing the buffs on her, though. Let's maybe do that next. We can give him the Clandestine Cape, too, though. Might as well. Not a huge loss there. Okay. That is a pretty terrific in right there. Off to the Fetter to slay the baby. Get ourselves a standard of the 9th. It might be time to give the Sparkle Ball over to the Jester, actually, at that point. Yeah, most likely. Good time to use the Wax Inoculant, too. Didn't even realize we have the lowered disease resist in this region. In fact, fuck it. Do that. Grab another one. There we go. Awesome. We should be getting some positive relationships out of this. Adrenaline Rush with the Strength token, Harvest with the Strength token, Indiscriminate Science Dodge Plus, Wicked Hack Dodge Plus, Play Grenade Strength. Pretty goddamn good, dude. Away we go.
The rancid crop grows unchecked and abhorrent.
All right, so we've done quite well with it so far, but we've got one more region left to go in order to try to avoid piling on the loathing. So here's hoping we can manage that. I think I'll head to the left to start off with here, just to ensure we're able to go to that lair. I'm just crossing our fingers that we don't see too much loathing through the remainder of this region here. Yeah, the map had some weird loading issues there. That was interesting. All right, silent treatment starting us off the cloak early on this time. These guys did remarkably well against the previous barricade fight, so I'm hoping for a similar result here. Love to see all those block tokens doing their stuff up front. Let's see if I can make very quick work of one. Yes, we can. Absolutely we can. Okay, I think we're going to go ahead and help her out a little bit up front there as well. And I like the harvest. A couple tokens from that. We'll get the host going up front. Strong start.
Lethality writ large.
Love a howling end to maybe just clear out this barricade too. Good God, Hellion. Okay. I see you with the misstep. Taking full advantage of that bonus damage. Let's go. A little combo going up front.
A slow dissection.
Get a little blind going with the Sparkle Ball. Love to see it. Some more blight from this. This is going to be an even faster go. Round 3. They don't get time anymore. They don't get to hang out for round 4. Should have shown up earlier if you wanted that. Way too strong for that shit now. Okay, maybe you'll get to hang out for round 4. Okay, maybe I should stall a little bit and try to heal here. Because that man-at-arms got pretty low all of a sudden, to be fair. Okay, I'll do you a solid. You get to the beginning of round 4, but that's it. It's all the best I can do.
Greater threats await those who dare.
Ooh, some bandages. Not bad. Slap those on there. You know what? Yeah. Get rid of that. Like all good. Quite a few combat items here. I really ought to be just using these things. Deathcap spores, thunderclap grenades, stimulants, and the incendiary cocktail. are pretty outstanding combat items for the Harvest Child coming up, though, so I think we'll more than likely try to keep those around for that fight. Anything else, though, we can probably feel pretty comfortable utilizing here.
You must be strong enough to shoulder more than your share of the burden.
Definitely prioritizing anything that gives us our relationships, or keeps our relationships intact, but that is an outstanding interaction. I guess just boasting of our accomplishments is good enough to convince them to give us their best stuff.
Be off once more.
I appreciate that. Noisemaker's actually pretty damn good too. Okay, I like that. I'll have to go to the left again. Ooh, and pretty much the exact same result. Okay, yeah, you just keep giving us this pattern over and over. So long as it's not the warlord.
Invading army.
Cool.
Scattered and
Cool.
lost
Thank you.
in this dying land.
Pretty much the exact same encounter here. Holy water can get rid of the debuff from the meat. Ooh, that's a very good point. It's a very, very good point. You have to keep that in mind. Alright, well, more than likely, I'm getting the one-shot on this guy again, but start out that way anyway. And I like the mag rain a little more here, I guess, but I kind of want to take the chance on the 67% crit.
A master stroke.
That seems pretty good. We get the strength token out of that, too.
Steady yourself.
What's the problem with the warlord? He's a nice guy except when he's killing you. That's, I mean, that's accurate, I guess, but unfortunately for me, he's almost always trying to kill me. So that's primarily where I take issue, I suppose.
This wound, at least, has been tended to.
Is that not the case for you? Is he friendly to you?
Hold fast, for who knows what lurks in the beyond.
What's your secret? How do I achieve warlord friendship? He seems kind of bad all of a sudden. J-Mac gets a dodge plus, doesn't really help us too much, but it does at least keep her in good shape if we can manage to get the taunt back on her. They are all going after the man-in-arms, though. Oh boy, that sucks. Let's see here. Okay, so it's this guy up front going next. If he's in the front two ranks, he can only target the front two ranks. So I think we go ahead and battle ballad myself up there so that he's not in harm's way anymore. Also dazed, which is pretty convenient. They're toe-to-toe back. Hopefully keeping the focus there.
Fellowship forged through toil.
Alright, alright. That works. Oh, pass heal. Nice, yeah. That works too. Got a finale available now too, actually. Which should be a nice big self-heal for the Jester, actually. These guys are speedy. Hey, RNG. Oh boy. Okay. First bit of proper concern so far here, I'd say. Get a nice finale out of this, though. 27 damage. Sheesh, actually, you know what? Let's do that instead. Might as well keep the man-at-arms in a safer place for a bit. We get a nice bolster out of that, too. Hot damn, dude. That's the turnaround we were looking for. Okay. Not a problem anymore. Yeah, we can still finale for the self-heal here. Which is clearly going to be necessary. I don't know if I've managed to get to the maximum buffs for this yet, despite having taken that upgrade so early on.
Straightforward and effective.
There is still the matter of that being a lot more valuable in, like, the boss fights and stuff, I suppose, but that's really been a factor otherwise, unfortunately. Right. Off we go, then. A little extra healing done.
A slow dissection.
GG.
An unavoidable end.
Finale's got a self-heal on this path now. Yeah, it's very interesting.
Greater threats await those who dare.
Ooh, yeah, triage kit too. Okay. Might actually be the choice for this upcoming fight. Golly. So many combat items. So little desire to use them, apparently. Well, might as well set us up for what we're doing here. So we got the death cap spores this time. I think we go for that triage kit here for you. Keep the serrated item for the man-at-arms. And we use our thunderclap grenades in case we need to try to shuffle the harvest child out of the front rank. I guess we more than likely have one encounter prior to that, but get prepped at least. Feel like being boisterous again? Not quite so much this time, okay. Not exactly the most ideal choices here. 12 relics for a little extra loot, but yeah, I think we'll just do this. Scouting might actually help us out a little bit here too. Okay. That's very good info. We can avoid losing the armor. If we head this way, we also get a speed buff from the watchtower. Then we'd only have 2 loathing prior to the lair. And that's clearly where they want to go. That also avoids an additional encounter until we get there, conveniently.
The loathing whispers.
Sweet. Slay the Spire inspired so many great games. I suppose you could call this Slay the Spire inspired, couldn't you? Slay the Inspired.
The loathing festers.
Ooh, hold on a second. Am I miscounting my loathing here?
We must keep moving.
No, we're good. Okay. Got scared for a second. Time for the Harvest Child.
I trust you have calculated your odds carefully. This will not be easy.
Says you. This might be the best I've felt about this fight in a minute. I'm feeling real good here. Get it done. I think I'm gonna go without the holy water. I think I prefer this other stuff.
The landowner's manor. Do you hear the child's cries?
We only had the one anyway. Plus we have indiscriminate science. Hopefully this is gonna be enough.
Bravo!
Can we get a prediction for immediate collector after the baby fight? You calling it "da baby" makes me want a mod badly that changes out the Harvest Child's face for face of rapper da baby. That would make me very happy. If anybody wants to go ahead and get that done for us, I'd appreciate it. Then it's, instead of saying banana, he does like one of his raps.
Lethality writ large.
I'm very familiar with the baby, as you can tell. Oh, that's a good point, Wither, isn't it? Yeah, we can't get the collector fight anymore without having a trophy equipped, so we're actually protected from the collector here. Protect elected. Okay, we need to kill you.
A promising development.
I kind of want to play it safe, but she should be fine. Famous last words. Incoming dead Hellion. They'll replace the Harvest Child with a baby from that old Dinosaurs TV show. And instead of banana says, not mama. I wish I understood that reference, because I feel like I should. Because I've seen that show. That's a good fit, too, though. If not that, then this. Yes. Yeah. Guess I can bolster after that, at least. Maybe even let the Jester heal him up, actually.
Malaise. Measured and steady.
Bonk. 9 damage riposte.
Hold fast. For who knows what lurks in the beyond.
That's why we like her tankiness. There's quite a bit of this. Stress healed. Let's see here. We probably ought to just go ahead. Well, this is probably going to do it. Come up to the front with you. Another stress point healed. God damn, dude. 17 damage. Courageous Abandon is crazy.
Not effective.
Courageousy. Moving on. Ooh, it's a specialty guy. I don't see this dude very often. Tono the Carver. Such an infrequent appearance that we don't even know all of his skills yet.
Let us take a closer look at the thing, as repulsive as it is.
Yeah, that's a really uncommon one. Looks like we'll have to kill you first. I can probably get away with this, though. Magnesium Rain to the melody of Purple Rain. That was one of my favorite Super Bowl moments. Was when Prince started playing Magnesium Rain and it started raining fire. That was pretty great. Sorry, Tono. Ain't learning your skills today, bud. Just a casual 61 damage from the Hellion here. Nothing to worry about. We can harvest from the front rank? Oh, shit. That's fun. Only now realizing that's a thing. Let's see here. Still doing that. Nice big crit again. Delightful. Help you out a little bit. Finale ought to get somebody finished off here. It's just a matter of whether or not we're going to be able to get this guy to be in good enough shape.
A lesson taught is a lesson learned.
All right. Ideal turn order at least. Hell yeah, buddy. I'll do it. Got the taunt up there. We got a winded cleared. Looking good, looking good. Desperately want one more heal out of this. We'll get exactly that. Fantastic.
This road cannot be walked alone.
All right, man. Say it with me. Banana.
The harvest is here. Pity those with a place at the table.
Little bit of bear luck. Little bit of bear luck for the hunger early on, please, if you don't mind, game. You could just do us a solid. Don't fuck us up too bad here. Let's see. Already got our taunt. Let's just try to get a bunch of damage early on. Good start. Little combo action. We'll keep our serrated for now. Needs an emote, it does, doesn't it? Not wrong. Hunger on the Hellion. Okay, we can clear that off, but not quite yet. Get rid of that blight resist along with the death armor there. Good start, good start.
Slow suffering begins.
Now, assuming he doesn't act first in this next round, we should be able to thunderclap. Although, oh, the Hellion does have the hunger, unfortunately, so not this time. We got the hunger on the Jester too. Yikes. That is often the issue, is even if you have the holy water, the turn order makes it so you're not able to do anything about it anyway. So we'll do this at least. His blight resist is plummeted now. We'll get one Maws off. See how bad that ends up being. Not terrible. I can say hunger here would be pretty unfortunate, but shouldn't be a too big of an issue. I suppose we can just courageous this, but it seems kind of wasteful. Go with the bellow there, I suppose. Absolutely going to need to finale this, although I'm also wondering, it might be kind of an issue with the... Oh my god, okay, yeah, incessant hunger so far, unfortunately, which is always what can happen here. Tons of stress on the Man-at-Arms there, too, unfortunately. All right, we definitely got to do that. Stop this Man-at-Arms from having too many issues from this. This is becoming a problem very quickly, unfortunately. The Hellion now in the back rank, which is obviously not great. Courageous Abandon is definitely doing some big damage right now. Thundercloud not really going to matter. Actually, it could help. Well, the stun on the Putrid Meat's not bad. It's just a matter of the Moz hitting the Jester again is the big issue. Oh boy, yeah, that's scary. He's pretty speedy too. That doesn't help. Got the right turn order at least. Oh boy, let's see. Courageous is looking really strong now. It's just a matter of whether it's worth the gamble there. Might just be a damage race at this point to a certain extent. In fact, with that being the case, it's time to go ahead and let the spiked ball do some work, and then, ooh, the vulnerable hits there as well. That's pretty good. That's pretty goddamn good. That's a dead goddamn child.
Fellowship forged through toil.
Never not an opportunity to sound absolutely awful. To just have yet another abysmal quote to take out of context.
We are the flame, burning brightly for all the world to see.
Boy, we sure did kill that child quickly. Yay. Yay, he's dead. Yeah, a lot of trash he had. I don't even want all this shit. Alright, get used to the combat items at the very least. Let's see here. The pouch of lie, I guess. A little bandage, maybe. Very concerning. There could potentially be some follow-up combat here that we're not quite prepared for. I'm pretty sure we don't actually want to hang on to these guys. This would be good for the Plague Doctor, but we got some better options this time around. I might as well go ahead and equip some salves, too, just to be safe. And do we have a different serrated item at this point? Doesn't look like it. Okay, so we'll just have to figure something else out there. Very little I want to get rid of at this point. I suppose the holy water is going to be less useful now. The cocktails probably not going to see a lot of use, but I think I'd rather try to use that over the chalk dust. And let's go with let's just go ahead and get rid of the dazzlers, I guess, too. And then the candles, fuck it. Who needs them? Right. Trophy acquired. That feels pretty good. Now just cross our fingers a little bit that things aren't going to be too diabolical afterward. Get a safe route through the middle there, actually, to head into a creature den. Then we could probably reduce the loathing after the fact. That'd be a bad idea. Losing 25 torchlight doesn't seem wise. I guess I can afford that.
In crisis, no gain is insignificant.
Weirdly happy to get that one. Yeah, that's obviously going to help our stealth situation quite a bit. Oh, God, dude. Situations like this, I just don't have anything I want to get rid of at this point. Let's do the mineral spring water over the bandage, I guess. Just have to remember to actually use that, and then, hey, Watchtower, yeah, absolutely. I think the trophy is the one that adds additional slots. Oh, no, never mind. It's the Rancid Feast.
First, they ate the rotten flesh of their animals.
Oh.
And, still hungry, they turned upon themselves.
Man, I didn't realize that's the one we got. That's not super exciting. That's one of the worst trophies, unfortunately. Gives us a 33% chance to be blighted on hit. Yucky. Oh, well. Creature den it is, considering we absolutely cannot go that way without piling on the loathing very quickly. Despite that being a good option, actually, yeah, I would really like to get the blood out of that, but no can do.
Safe passage along this stretch. A welcome reprieve.
Do like the safe route at least. Vivian's Ingress absolutely going to have to take that at the end of this one. I suppose we don't necessarily have to fight it, but it would definitely be the better idea. Alright. Glad they're all in agreement here. We can even get a block token out of it. Nice. Away we go. And we're fairly healthy. Good enough. Right. Might as well pop that right away.
Foundation of trust.
Let's get cooking. Let's get killing right away, actually, maybe. 50-50. There it is.
Let us hope to finish.
Although, yeah, I guess I had to expect the necrophages there. Might be able to kill him before he gets his crit off. Oh, he doesn't have a crit. Okay, good. Mm-hmm. We're going to use this incendiary cocktail here, too, I think. Don't need to hang on to that anymore. Still have yet to get to the max Vanguard buffs so far, too, despite our multiple attempts. Need a Battlefield Menace and then this. Yeah, he's getting pretty low.
Incremental, but deadly all the
Both
same.
pretty low here, actually. Shit. Despite the loss of bleed on Harvest, it's still been far and away my my most used skill here. Alright, definitely need to fix you up. I like the cocktail on this guy, maybe, although that feels like it's a bit wasteful.
This wound, at least, has been tended to.
A little unlucky on the crit heals and the stealth plague doc, too. Go off, Jester King. No bleed, no problem. He's still got it covered, man. A little stress heal from that, sure. I mean, we're still trying to use these things. Why not? This also opens up the Courageous Abandon on this guy, so that works pretty well.
One less obstacle in our path.
And then that's the Hellion all fixed up with the dodge plus the boot and a pit. Gorgeous. Alright, let's try to get, like, our full-powered, Jester's finale going on here. See what we can make of that. Get a few more taunts up front for her as well. Hellion back up to full is pretty outstanding. I think I bellow this as well, actually. Let's pouch first and then bellow. Negate the stress gain from that. Perhaps give us one opportunity to see the maximum possible value from that. Well, this guy's dodging the hell out of everything. Oh, you straight up can't do anything, huh? That's weird. Oh, Battle Ballad's on cooldown. Interesting. Okay. I'll keep that in mind, I guess. And then we want a Retribution one more time. It's is pretty well set up. This guy is impossible. Do we just finale him now? Yeah, sure. We'll just encore afterward, I guess. Probably died to Retribution here, too. That's looking good. Holy shit. Okay. Plague Grenade.
The enemy weakens and wanes.
Let's kill the weak ones first. Make short work of that, ideally. And then one more bellow, and then maybe that'll get up to the threshold here? He is ignoring riposte Vanguard debuffs for 4 turns. Oh, okay. So wait, no, what? What does that mean, then? He ignores the DOT resistance thing? I think that's all it is. It didn't say that, though, did it? It says, come on. Red Hook. Red Hook. Use the same words. If it means not what I think it means, it should say that here. It should say ignores riposte debuff, if that's specifically what it does. Because I was fully under the impression that this said ignore debuff and therefore would be ignore debuff for the Courageous Abandon as well. And there's nothing telling me that it wouldn't be. Am I wrong? I feel like this should be communicated better. They should put ignores riposte debuffs. They should use this exact line in the tooltip. It says a full stack. Ignores both debuffs. I don't think so, because it's currently debuffing my max HP. And it specifically says... Oh, I have to be at the max stacks for the riposte. Okay, okay, okay. So that makes more sense. Now I see. All right. So it's not quite there yet. But once we get to the... Once we get one more use of the riposte, I guess, is what you're telling me? And now he should get his HP back? Unless that's still not met the threshold for that, which I suppose is also possible. Okay, we need to try to find some ways to clear a corpse here.
Steady yourself.
Oof. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, well, there goes that too. Okay. Let's try to Grand Slam, died in Act 3. Ooh, rough. Ripperoonie. Okay, let's do this now. Keep these guys healthy. See if we can't help a little bit more with the Jester here as well. Yeah, this is actually starting to scare me a little bit. Speed, a bit of a problem here, too. Clear through another block plus. Vulnerable tokens on both. Bleed piling up. All right, I guess it's time for you to do that, since we need that to be met on the threshold there anyway. Oh, no. Oh, the riposte is already there. It's the abandon that's the one. Okay, okay, now I see. I was being silly.
Measure out your violence and apply it judiciously.
Okay, we have the taunt here, so we should be fine.
An interminable conflict.
Got the harvest going again. And this guy down to death's door. Some DOT ticking away there. And this back up to near full for the Hellion again. Taunt is ready. Hero goal complete, apparently. Nice, that's fun. Let's clear his taunt. That's a dodge plus up front as well. Terrific. Okay, so one more use of this.
A brilliant conclusion.
And I believe that means... Although, oh, it might... Oh, I think you have to use the skill again. Okay, so it's all coming back, or not coming back, but it's all becoming much clearer now, because the only way that we got that ability was by using the skill to meet the threshold of those debuffs. Got it. Understood. It's all coming back to me.
We are the flame, burning brightly for all the world to see.
This game has robbed me of 3 creature den mastery points, and I'm not pleased with it. Unacceptable behavior, Darkest Dungeon 2. I need to have a word with you in my office after this. Which is where I am currently. You'll just have to wait around. Righto. Knock out the ingress here, I think. Maybe head to the Hoarder. We do have a decent amount of relics, but I don't know really what I'd be looking for at this point. I might give it a look. And looks like we're getting a boost to relationships again. Let me double check and see if this is... Looks like Jester might be the best choice. Yeah, that's the way we want to go. Okay. Sounds good. What would DD2 look like personified? Me? Not to get too up my own ass about it, but I'll throw my hat in the ring. Me, but with my head up my own ass. There we go. That's what it is. That sounds about right. That sounds like it would be an effective design for a Darkest Dungeon monster, certainly. Alright, let's see here. I think I might actually salve this. This is getting kind of concerning. New emote request, yeah.
Agony by accumulation.
Seems pretty critical. Oh boy, that's gonna need some focus too. Okay, they are starting to give us a little bit of trouble here. Don't you dare Clarion Call right away, you bastard. You piece of work. The giant... Well, she didn't give a damn. Warrior of Light. Let's go. Sneaky breacher on top of that. Hell yeah, dude. We're just on chapter 4 here, Roxy. That's him basically sorted out. Beautiful. And I can go ahead and use these here as well. Courageous Abandon. Just a bellow, actually. Will do. He's down. Fine with that. Help him out.
This wound, at least, has been tended to.
Stealth for both. Let's go. Doesn't matter too much, but I'll take it. Boy, oh boy. Got it out for him up there, man. Sheesh. Medicine's on cooldown again, unfortunately. I'll need to do this anyway. Okay, he's down. Need some help here, though. Boy, yeah, let's set up a finale, actually. Be able to self-heal if he takes a lot of damage there. Did have the battlefield medicine as well, thankfully. How's the blight looking? Not quite there for this guy. Good God. Okay, hit this once more. You're gonna go ahead and mag rain.
Master stroke.
Sadly did not land on that target. Oh, okay. He ignores blind though, but not quite on this time, unfortunately. Probably still need the taunt here. I'd like to get through the block plus as well to at least give him a chance to do something pretty effective. Go for it, pal. Hey, there he goes. Delightful. Now, let's see. Still need to do some healing. Probably still need my taunt, too. Still feeling pretty good. There's our bolster opportunity. This guy rocking the goddamn Baer Optimal still. Second resolute check for her. We want to go with the blast. Ooh, yeah, we do. A little extra healing for the Hellion there. Nice. Bolster him up. Might even get one more stress heal done here, right? Yeah, nice. That's better. Okay, now finally, I find a way to get through this guy. I'm not going to do it here, though. God damn it. It's the most stress he's ever been able to pile on a single go. Determined to be a pain in the ass the whole time. Hellion looking back to fighting for him, though, and then... Do I want to take another heal here? I think I do, actually, yeah. Take him down there anyway. Jester will have Inspiring Tune available next round. Let's just yell, although that's not going to help either, actually, is it? Oh, I got an Inspiring Tune, though, so I guess I'm just going to have to do that. Which does prevent him from doing a stress attack. Hey, perfect. Love to see it. Wow, that is outstanding condition for us to end this in. Crit makes me feel even better. This team has been flying through.
Greater threats await those who dare.
But they still refuse to give me mastery points. What's the deal?
The loathing whispers.
Fine, I'll just go get one from the rampart then. I'll be a jerk about it. I think I might as well check the Hoarder. They want to go that way anyway. Not much difference there, I guess.
Let us hope the madman's scrounging has borne fruit.
Hey, getting through the whole Doom candle without boosting the loathing, that's a victory in my book, man. It's a big relief. I'm just going to hope that we can manage to keep our folks locked in place up front.
His stifled smirking betrays a malign madness.
Undeserved commendation. Targets get a 10% chance for crit tokens. Command skill adds a taunt and a block. Don't love this stuff. I might just pass. I have another serrated item here if we really want to go that route, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I already got a full inventory. I think I'm just going to pass on this, honestly. Nothing really screams at me like I need it. I think we're just fine. Yeah, let me double check that we've got a little space in the inventory for any stray goods here, too. I'm pretty sure we don't need the anti-venom at this point. Right. Here's our final loathing, our final rampart. Exemplar time. Let's do it. Get the spring waters in there. All the stimulants. Get the noisemaker too. That feels pretty good. Here we go.
Loathing made manifest.
How on earth did she... Oh, she's sneaky. Right, okay. I was very confused by her stealth to start this off. A little horror, a little bleed, not too bad. Let's go with... Suppose this makes sense. Get her speed buff going.
The key.
And Battle Ballad could be a thing here. But I'm pretty sure... Not only do we just want to get a little damage done, we can also get the strength tokens off of that.
There's no time to falter.
Just came back from the labs. Turns out if you skin someone, they die. Hope you have a great stream. That is an incredible first-time chat. Not necessarily in a good way. Welcome. This one? This one here, officer? Super Speed Hellion. Oh, don't forget the :3 at the end, right? Yeah, that's the critical element. Okay, we're trying to kill
Compassion.
The altar.
The howling mind.
Prior to the sacrifice. Did manage to do so. That's pretty huge. The finale is fine this early, I suppose. It does help him out quite a bit as well. Also, hopefully gets him out of harm's way. We can stimulate that too, which makes it quite a bit better. Okay, okay. Got the taunts up front. Giant combo hit for the man-at-arms. I think a bellow makes some sense here. Could just go ahead and keep doing this, though. Using 4 max HP at this point doesn't seem critical. Definitely want to keep these taunts up front. Let's stimulants again here.
In crisis, we can rely only upon each other.
Plus 15 speed Hellion, which is pretty absurd. I think it's probably time to go ahead and do that. Oh, that clears the taunt, though, right. Thankfully, didn't seem to care too much. Clearing off the blight is nice.
Welcome relief from costly agony.
Oh, hello. Hi there. Okay. Uh-huh. Interesting. It's an interesting thing you've done. I don't think I have any healing combat items, do I? Sure don't. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh boy. Well, she does have super speed. So that might help. She'll get the adrenaline rush off at least, right? Oh, she can spring water too. Nice. Okay, okay. Well, I might as well encore myself. Kind of rough shape on him too. Yeah, yikes. Bleed going there, not too bad, thankfully. Bonus actions would clearly be a problem. That bleed shouldn't be too bad. That blight's still a little concerning, but I feel like we need to get something going here. And I have retribution up for the man-at-arms now, so hopefully that takes a little bit of the edge off for him. Yet another giant blight, though. God damn it. Here, let's keep him off death's door from the blight there, at least.
Grace. Small acts that drive back the darkness.
Still very tempted to do that. And do that very thing. I think we want to get the chance at self-healing off the finale if we maybe get lucky there. So one taunt up front. Rageous is still boosting up quite a bit.
Darkness encroaches.
Yikes.
Inexorable.
That's our last battlefield medicine, but certainly the way to do it.
Forged through toil. Incremental, but deadly all the same.
Oh my god, man. What the fuck? Okay. He's getting another action immediately. He's getting like basically 4 turns in a row here. This is absurd. He's gonna have to survive a hit, I guess. I mean, what the fuck do you want me to do there? That was ridiculous.
Some total of violent equation, unfavorably rounded down.
That was absolutely absurd. Ah, boy. All right.
A slow dissection, an unavoidable end.
Yeah, that was a pretty hard focus on the man-at-arms there. We tried all we could.
We'll see them again. I am sure of it.
Spoken sharply, not really gonna matter either.
The loathing whispers.
Just to add insult to injury, we gotta manage the fucking inventory at the end here, too. Uh-huh. Alright, here, have that, have that, have that. That'll work. I don't think I need the fishmonger's gloves anymore. Well, you know what that does is open up a fresh pick me at the very least. Whoever's going to end up being our substitute for the end game here. What do we take at this point, I wonder? Certainly got options. Let's find out.
Lower your guard. Soften your gaze. It is safe here.
And of course. This icon might as well just be a giant middle finger. Oh yeah, you want this thing too? There you go.
The inevitable end of your journey awaits you once again.
God damn it.
Conventional fare.
Hey, big pig though.
But fairly priced.
Really good relationship stuff at the end here too, which is huge. We're gonna need quite a bit of that. Definitely leaning toward a leper here. I think it's probably gonna be for the best. In fact, if we were to take a poet, actually, with the extra move resist on him, that would go pretty well. I'd have to spend some relics to do that, but I think that's the play. Field Surgeon Leper, too. Hey. I like that a lot. Okay, so. First off, let's get him fed real quick. Get the big pig there as well. Oh, is it worth it to go for steak and spuds, I wonder? We only have bread. This would be pretty damn nice. Move resist from this as well. I think it's worth it. I'm gonna go that route. We'll give the bread to the Plague Doc, because she's already got a ton of HP. And everybody else gets a nice big boost from that. Next, grab a couple of these guys, along with a whiskey barrel. Is he still resolute? Yes, which means it's time for the wild tea. Take this, clear that problem. Villager Slayer loss doesn't really matter anymore. Oh, Melophobic is an issue here too, though. Shit. I'm already out of relics, really? Oh my god. That sucks. I thought I'd have a lot more. Okay, so we don't even have enough to get the leper's path changed here, unfortunately. Okay. Man, those went a lot faster than I thought they would.
Your coach must be maintained if it is to carry you where you must go.
Well, in that case, might as well just try these, I guess. I mean, it's most important that we get the leverage relationship with a couple of people anyway, so. That's not too bad. She will still like a big pig. Whiskey Barrel is... Oh, Curmudgeon blocks Whiskey Barrel too? Ooh, with a +6 there, though. That's pretty huge. Okay, I like that a lot. Let's try to get them into a slightly better spot here. Have not changed the leper's path, so I think I'm going to go ahead and throw the ceremonial drum his way since she's already got the bonus move resist from the Dark Impulse. So let's do that. We'll take the armor repair kit for her. Mop and bucket, I guess, is good for her as well. My time in the desert for the stealth character, which is still her, right? Yes. Get a little speed buff for the party, most likely here. I'll take some stun resist up front as well. Not a tug rope for these two. And the boxing gloves. Stimulating poultice. Probably not a bad idea to have in the plague dock here. Get a little speedier in the heals. I'll take the disease resist. War paint for the Hellion. Get our songbook out. And Big Pig. Delightful. All right, so now these two, no need to bring up into the neutral threshold again. Good, good, good.
Learn what can be taught, that you may stand just a little taller at the end.
Puts us in pretty good shape across the board. We could go with a very friendly relationship between Hellion and Leper, and I think we should go ahead and do that. And, ooh, yeah, we need to do... Let's see, I guess we can give the Sparkle Ball to the Jester at this point, makes sense. And we'll do a little bit of resistance here. I mean, we've got enough baubles to probably afford something decent for him, too. I guess Greater Gilded Mind is just overall better. I'll take that instead. Yeah, I'll go ahead and swap those out. Maybe we can just do this, actually. Fuck it. Massive stress and Death's Door resistance for our leper, which actually feels pretty nice. Oh, we even have linens for him. Cool. Yeah, that's not bad. Salve Triage Kit Warhorn Linens is not a bad final set of combat items in my mind. Now, is there one more threshold maybe we can cross over? We can get a whiskey bottle and give that to Hellion Plague Doctor and be max affinity, which seems worthwhile. I think I'll go ahead and grab that. And last call for the pick-me if you want to be chosen here for our new leper. I want to figure out our mastery points. Figure out the leper's skill set, actually, here. Hold on. So we're probably going to go with the chop. Ruin, usually worthwhile in these sorts of situations. I think I'll even take... Well, Intimidate's probably not going to be all that useful, actually. You could go Revenge Ruin and then just go for some massive shots, especially with the linens in play. That could go pretty well. Let's take that. Yeah, that sounds good. Upgrade the Ruin here. Upgraded Revenge, pretty tempting as well. I think I'll go that route. With Stand for the Move Resist actually makes a lot of sense as well. An upgraded Chop for some additional damage. And finally, Battlefield Medicine. Yeah, it's probably worth to be able to remove both DOTs. Nico. Nico 7AE. Field Surgeon Leper to hopefully finish this off on a high note here. See if there's anything left to get from this. Almost certainly not. That'll have to do it. 3 relics left. I'll get a Glimmer. Just to get the Torchlight boosted a bit. I'll swap that onto here. And then we've got Warhorn Triage, Healing, and Linens as our last combat items. Right. Okay, then. That'll have to do. Gonna need some bear rolls, y'all. Gonna need a strong bear roll for the victory here. Some good relationship outcomes, certainly. Battlefield medicine could potentially remove DOT on 3 people. That's huge. All right, here we go. Let's make it happen. Finish strong.
At last, the great ziggurat. Temple of failure and regret.
Okay. Oh, boy. Always a little worried, fittingly, about the Chapter 4 boss. It's usually pretty intimidating. This team, up till the man-at-arms was slaughtered, was performing pretty impressively. They'll be able to handle business here. We got a little business to handle before the business, first of all. Hey, a debuff. Yeah, we'll take that. Or I think that's lowered debuff resistance or something like that. Yeah, lowered DOT resist. Okay. Look at all them tokens. Imagine this bear is rolling. Where's that reverse bear roll coming from? That's fancy. Is that a modifier now? Okay. Ooh, a terrific start there for sure. To back her down into the rush judgment after the stun. That's outstanding.
Lethality writ large.
Okay, we do have a lot of blight going on now too, which is pretty nice. Man-at-Arms got slaughtered by the Exemplar, unfortunately. Yeah, it was a targeted attack. We sadly did not do much about. That is a very nice dodge there, and of course the blight coming from the trophy pretty frequently early on here, which is really nice. God damn, yeah, that is piling up fast.
A master stroke.
That, I believe, is going to be a dead sheriff. Although, oh, he's got the worship coming up, so I probably want to focus that. Holy shit! Let's go. Come on, don't whiff. Thank you very much. Okay, absolutely enormous start for us here. And the stress resist from the leper. Hell yeah, buddy. Okay. Let's see here. I mean, we're going to be able to use the Solemnity for a stress heal at the end. The chop was certainly not what I was hoping for, but I suppose he did have a lower damage. Worship's still on hold for now. I think the Blight will do it there. He's dead to the Blight as well. Al again. Holy shit. Oh, ho, 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 jeez. Still gets in one shot, unfortunately, but this is outstanding. Probably gonna need a heal there too, unfortunately. Let's see, we got the Solemnity here, of course. All dead to DOT moving forward.
A steady subtraction, an invariable result.
Can we sneak in the Battlefield Medicine? Probably not. Well, let's not worry about it.
All problems
Let's
have
just
their
keep Bear
solutions,
rolling.
even the big ones.
Keep Bear rolling, 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 rolling. Come on! W time, dude. I'm feeling good now. Just in case, we'll equip that. Slap that in there too.
Emptiness and dissolution have wormed their way into the
This
world.
is the combat gear that we're looking to save for the final fight, so we're only going to use those in emergencies. See how we fare to start this one off. On paper, this should be a much easier one to deal with. I think I might start with the withstand a little more frequently for the lever here too. Dave Box, thank you for the sub. The Bezos bucks, appreciate it. Some bear hugs, please, while you're bear rolling out there. Welcome to the pile, appreciate it. All right, let's get her back into a suitable position. That's certainly a nice set of tokens for her as well. For the brand new sub, welcome on in, appreciate it. Regen on her. That is definitely going to slow things down. Okay. Oh, do I got a pass turn on the Jester? I do? Oh, I hate that. Okay. Well, maybe just at least focus on taking the one down here. Definitely not an ideal outcome. Dodge plus at the very least, though. A little more blight coming from that as well. Toe to toe. Pretty much solving the problem there. And, boy, what the heck are you doing at this point, man? How about a revenge? That sounds good. Not a lot of a combo applied here either, I suppose, which is a bit of a problem, but still serving a role at least. Double immobilize now, a little more blight up front there. We're gonna have to get something going on her eventually, but we know that was gonna happen at the very least. Double dodge, oh shit. Love to see it. Take a chance here. There it is. Nah, still no new news about the Kingdom update, unfortunately. Still just holding out hope that it'll be soon. We did just get a pretty big update, though, so give him a little bit of a break, right? Okay. Better optimal. We'll get the blight down to negate the regen there at least.
The slow suffering
Oh, the
begins.
double blind, though. Yikes. Okay, we probably need to try to fix our stress and HP a little bit here. Let's... I guess Solemnity, I suppose? Since he might just whiff that chop anyway. Finale's not awful here, but it's also not fantastic. I think I'd rather Battle her, actually. Oh, especially with a result like that, Jesus. Fix her up real quick, too.
Welcome relief from caustic agony.
Yeah, okay, there's where we need to fix him up. Okay, that's particularly bad. 22 is not going to be all that great. I mean, we probably just need the taunt again anyway, but we could also do this. That gives us a slightly better situation there. We get a strength and crit here as well. And it's probably worth one linen, right? I don't think I'm going to regret using a single linen here. In before he does. Yeah, no worries, Surface. Thanks for hanging.
Steady yourself.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Okay. Well, here. God damn it. Let's at least stop that from being the likely target again, and then fix you up, stall a little longer, another withstand. Solemnity if I need it. Kind of secretly hoping he's going to be the target here. That is still on cooldown as well. Fuck, alright, well. That's something at least. Cannot heal either way. Let's do this.
The enemy weakens and wanes.
Literally weakened there, and more than likely targeting a dodge candidate. Oh, or he can do that. Oh, fucking hell. That's not good at all. I'm dead to the blight if I go for that target as well. I don't think I want to necessarily do that yet. We need to help ourselves out a little here. Jimmy on Dime! Thank you for the 17 months. Welcome back to you as well. Some more bear hugs, please, for him. Okay, this is not great. Oh, boy, I didn't really want that to happen either. Okay. Yikes. Yikes! Still need them bear rolls. This is sketchy. Definitely not ideal. Okay, let me make sure we got all the right skills selected here. I think we're good to go. I don't think Mag Rain actually is going to happen here. Maybe we can announce a prevention or two. See what comes of that. And then everything else I think is looking good. Yeah, let's do it. Dump the garbage. Keep the candles.
Behold, the source of the stain.
Off we go.
Gateway to incomprehensible emptiness.
We can do this. We can do this. Lapper's got us covered. Here we go.
Ambition's reach forever exceeds its terrible grasp.
We're ticking another box, damn it.
Malaise, measured and steady.
Filling that vitrine. Oh, it's a bad start. God damn it. She's got a decent amount of move resist is the thing. She's up to 63. You'd think it'd work pretty well. All right, let's see here. We can just battle her back up to the front position. We can also finale right away. It's dealing 1 to 2 fucking damage, though. Jesus. That's a dodge plus 2, which is pretty nice. DOT probably going to be king here for the beginning. We are going to be getting quite a bit of blight applied, so hopefully that works out. Another move resist. We'll go ahead and boost that even further with Stand here, so he's now up to 105. Should not be an issue. All right, but now stress more than likely more concerning factor here.
A slow dissection. An unavoidable end.
Any way in which we can prevent a meltdown, please. I was going to say, I'm pretty sure her immobilize counters that, so we should be good to go there. I think it's ruin time as well. Start to boost his chop damage up a little bit. Oh my god, dude. Boy, oh boy. We got a simulating poultice on the Plague Doctor, but apparently doesn't matter because he's faster. Please don't just kill her. Please? Thank you. Ooh, hey, thank you. That's nice. Okay, he's just dead. That's awesome.
Solidarity may yet
Not bad, not bad, not bad. Phase 1 complete. Okay. Keep it coming. Warhorn is tempting here. I think actually that is the play. We're gonna get through a dodge plus, or sorry, a block plus. Combo applied, which is awesome. I think I can probably go ahead and triage her, and then we toe-to-toe to get the taunt back up. And then, my friends, we do a da chop. We do a da big chopper.
The enemy weakens and wanes.
Not bad, not bad. Try a blight here. Unlucky. Okay.
Incremental, but deadly all the same.
Blight's still piling on. Still need to try to manage that stress a little bit. Still got the chance to apply the blights there. Okay, now we're just kind of rolling the dice, I think, so. Well, I mean, we could still stand a taunt. That makes sense. The blinds haven't really been the issue so far for him. It's just a matter of getting through these, but that's certainly a good way to do it. Oh, crit time. Okay, that might be bad. Yep. Sure is. Okay, we're salving. You can deal with that.
A calculated generosity.
You'll get over it.
But a welcome one nonetheless.
See? Told you. Get another blight lands there. Keep the taunt up front. More damage through. Beautiful.
Hold fast. For who knows what
20 bleed! Jesus Christ. That's not great. Huh. Do we have another battlefield medicine? I hope so. There we go. Okay, the blight is actually going to take him down now. Nice. Perfect time for an adrenaline rush as well. One last battlefield medicine. All right, that's going to have to do it. Here we go. Phase 3. Okay, a little DOT, a little riposte coming our way now. Let's see. Let's go for the kill. Take some chances. It ain't time to stress heal no more. It's time to take action. It's time to chop away, my friend. Although you could also withstand. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Yeah, let's do that. Take some tension there. No luck on the dodge. A bit more blight comes from that. Not too bad there either. Pretty good, pretty good. 28 to 50. Holy shit. With the blight. That's pretty incredible. Yeah, I think at this point we just say send it.
A slow dissection. An unavoidable end.
Send it, brother. Let's do stop her meltdown. Although actually I could stop his, and that seems like it might be more helpful, although she's also likely to get it. She might go resolute. Although I guess there's not really anything informing that. She's a lot less likely to resist the stress, too, of course. Ah, jeez. Yeah. I think that's best. Okay. More taunts. Does have a block plus still. Could be another blight off the hit as well. Okay, not bad, not bad. That's pretty bad. Oh, the blight's hit too. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Slow suffering begins.
And he's got his fucking riposte back now. Did that just do it? That just it? If I can survive for 2 of his turns. Okay. Staying alive, I guess. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Don't let her die to DOT. Come on, one more resolute. You got it in you, right, J-Mac? Right, J-Mac? Yeah, you do. I knew it. Hero of the day. J-Mac came to play. And he ain't afraid to stay. He's gonna have his way. How's this looking here? We might as well clear the blind. Probably not a ton of damage off the chop. We'll take the heal. Got a dodge plus in the back for the plague doc.
And wonderful thing.
Didn't miss it. Healing again though, but the 24 blight now. Come on, plague doc. You know you don't want to go down here. No, God. Now the jester too.
But could not defy it.
I gotta buy a lottery ticket today, dude. Holy shit. Holy shit. No need to do anything else, man. Fuck it. Can I keep her alive somehow? It doesn't look like it, so. I'll just do that, I guess. She'll keep herself alive. That's what'll happen. She's got it covered.
There remains a foothold out of this mire. Now climb.
GG. Hell yeah.
Ambition drove you to abandon everything you had. For everything you wanted.
Baer F for the plague doc. With a bear hero for the rest. GG.
The Shadow's advance has been halted. For a time.
Brilliant run. Lots of fun with that one. Good time trying out the new Man-at-Arms and Jester paths. The Doom Candle complete. And an update to our Vitrine command again today. Getting us up to 19 of 45 completed. Nearly to that halfway mark. Feels pretty good. Thanks for watching this run of Darkest Dungeon 2 over on youtube.com/BaerTaffy, where you can catch all the VODs, including our most recent DD2 runs, our roguelike roulette runs, our FTL runs, side quest VODs over there as well on YouTube. If you missed any part of that show, you can catch it over there. And thanks for leaving a like on the video if you're watching there as well. Appreciate the support. We'll see you in the next one.